Alright guys, we are back, and right now we have entered what is the final level in this entire game. Now, if I have to say anything about this stage in and of itself, it's a pretty straightforward level. There really is no right or wrong way to go about this. Oh, that was a little weird. Why did I drift after my slam like that? That was a little weird. Just a little. Anyway, weirdness aside, this is a pretty straightforward level. You really can decide if you want to go left or right. The only reason why I went to the left this time when I came up this way is because I just want to get those orbs out of the way. And I could legit continue going in that same direction. There's really nothing stopping me from doing so. But I just wanted to collect those orbs before I continue. And also, when you begin the stage, immediately turn to your right as well. Actually, facing this direction, I went to the right first. Alright, my bad. Anyway, you want to face your right first immediately so you can also get those scout flies. So go right, get the orbs, and then I'm just going to continue on the left from here on. Like I said, there's no wrong way to play it. If you want to continue going right, you can. There's really nothing stopping you. But this is just how I decide to play the level. So I'm going to start things off by going up here and rescuing what I think is the yellow sage first. And what I like about all the sages in this game is that they all have their own unique personalities to them, and you'll see that as we're going on ahead and rescuing all of these sages. Anyway, I'm just going to take a moment to get all of these precursor orbs here. Make sure I get every last one. Recharge with blue eco. And just try to like hit every launcher as I go. Now, one thing I also liked doing when I was younger was try to go through this whole thing with nothing but consecutive jumps. But because we have precursor orbs involved, I want to make absolutely sure that I get every single precursor orb when I land. So you will see me bounce back and forth and waiting around a little bit so I can hit all of the orbs. And then once I have them, I'll try to move on. Oh, this is a bit of a gamble. Okay, I had enough jump length. Alright, get this orb here. And next up is we got rotating platforms. Now, while it may look like I can just hit the next platform by jumping over there, don't be fooled like I did. I actually did try to do that off screen and I ended up falling to my doom. And that's just because the platforms rotate a lot faster than you think. Now, there is a blue eco switch here, but do not worry if you don't make it across without the blue eco, because if you just come over here, oh, wait a minute, grab this and walk over here, you're able to open a switch just like that. So you don't have to necessarily come over here, charge a blue eco to get that eco switch. You could just walk over here, get the eco, and we're done. And with that, we have the first sage rescue, which again, I believe it's yellow. Oh, yep, it was yellow.
Who would have thought I'd live to see the day when I needed to be rescued by a boy and his muskrat? I'm gonna give Gall and Maya a little payback for this embarrassment. Then we'll see about cooking up some muskrat stew.
Now, one thing that's interesting about the yellow eco sage, I'm pretty sure he's the only sage that has a gun. Like, the other sages don't have guns like him, which I actually find a little bit, I don't want to use the word ironic, but it's a little foretelling like when you really think about the future installments of the game and just how important yellow eco really becomes later on. I'm just pointing that out there. And also considering the fact that it's also the only the only eco in the game that allows you to fire long-range attacks. You know, that alarm really does tilt me, I'm not gonna lie. Really makes me wish people would stop opening the door when I'm in the middle of doing stuff like this. But then again, this is also why I never record during the day. Most of the recordings I do, truth be told, is at night. for this reason. And that's because when someone decides they want to open the door, and because of the alarm that I have set, it's gonna make noise. Anyway, I'm just gonna come across here and we're gonna move on to the next part of the stage. And just to make sure I'm not missing anything, we just came from that tunnel, so we're just gonna continue in this direction here. Now, I might die a few times when I'm going for these because I'm trying to collect the precursor orbs as well as get across the bridge. And I messed up anyway because what ended up happening was that I stepped on one too many platforms when I was moving across. When you're going through those bridges, you want to think of them as a dangerous game of Twister. You don't want to hit the same color twice. And if you can help it, you know, try to land on only one at a time, and you'll be fine. But like I said, right there I landed on way too many at once. So always mind your spacing when you're jumping around. Now I know that the precursor orb is sitting on top of a yellow space, so don't touch that yet. And dang it. Alright, well at least at this point I don't have to worry about the orbs at all, so I can just go right on across without thinking about it now. Alright, here we go. We are in the next area of the level. And in this part, it's all about platforming. Just watch where you step and you'll be fine, like it ain't no thing. There's really nothing hard about this section at all. And I have to say, as far as levels go, I really like this stage, to be perfectly honest. Okay, for a moment I thought my hesitation might have killed me there, but it looks like I'll be fine. Now, real rap, I could have just hung off of the ledge and then make my move, but yeah, I don't know. Just instinct just told me to get on the cube anyway, and I ended up getting hit. But yeah, this part is really, really easy. Probably the easiest section in the entire stage. In fact, this entire last stage, I want to go ahead and say that it's the easiest one. Because there's really nothing, nothing difficult about it. Which means, if I have to say what is the hardest level in this game, yeah, I want to go ahead and say the Lost Precursor City. Yeah, I definitely want to say it's the hardest level is the Lost Precursor City, because this is really easy to go through. And by the way, a little note about that platforming section I did there. The game legit gives you like an extra second to get across. So you literally will only get hit if you just take way too long to jump off. And it's very, very lenient in letting you do that anyway. Anyway, let's bag us another power cell. And we're going to listen to the next conversation here.
Good work, fellows. Old Samos was right about you. Great piles of precursor metal. That insidious mechanical creation must not be allowed to wreak its terrible havoc. I will try to actuate the shield door by eliciting a conduit of energy between myself and the vast portal below.
Yeah, you do that. We'll, just go find more help. Weirdo!
So I love how the blue sage is legit your typical, I would say, nerdlinger type of character. But anyway, moving on from there, there really shouldn't be anything of use up there. In fact, let me go back up and double check and make sure I'm absolutely not missing a thing. Hold on. Because I have done this before where I would just move without thinking, and then next thing I know, I ended up missing a lot of stuff. But it doesn't look like I'm missing anything. Now, there was something I wanted to bring up. Oh, yes, I remember what I wanted to bring up now. When I was doing a practice run of this stage, when I believe we just came from there, so I don't have to go that way again. Now, don't worry about the precursor orbs there. We will get those, but later. As I was saying, though, when I was playtesting this level and watching those cutscenes, and I'm kind of surprised they didn't do them here, which means that the bug is not consistent. The cutscenes were kind of glitching in and out when I was playing through them, and I really didn't know what to really make of that. Like, it's never happened before when I played it on the original. Like, for those who don't know, and I'm not sure if I alluded to this beforehand, but I'm actually playing this game on the PS3 and not the original PS2 version. And so far, that's only happened once throughout this entire playthrough. Other than that, I've never really had any glitch out issues with the cutscenes. And hey, we almost got all the scout flies. Now I'm definitely going to die a lot here, and that's just because I gotta consider the precursor orbs, and I missed that one. I wouldn't have minded that much if I at least got the stupid orb when I jumped for it. Okay, can I go for it? Alright, whatever. Whatever, that's fine. Now let's try this again. Red. Yellow. Can I get the green? Oh! Ooh! Alright, a little too much ham. Alright, well, there's only one precursor orb left, so I don't gotta worry about it now. So, red. Yellow. Blue. Green. Yay. Alright. Now for this part here, before you go any further, shoot down all of these crates. Yes, you could just run ahead and shoot them all too, but trust me when I say this, you want to get all of these crates blow up before you move on to the next one. And the aim sensitivity is like, I wish I could adjust it a little bit so I don't have to like be that precise when aiming. Oh wait, it didn't hit the crate. God dang it. Alright, let's try it again. Really? A little higher? Wow. I may just have to run and gun that one. Oh good. No, I got it. Alright. This is why I said it's good to shoot them all down before you move. That way, when you're firing your yellow eco, you don't have to worry about running out of yellow eco, having to go back and hit these guys. And besides, the yellow eco is not really good for this part. You just want to, like, get to the red eco as quickly as possible. And then once you have it, just Beyblade your way to victory. That's all you gotta do. Oh, and also destroy all three of these while you're at it. But yes, do not stop spinning. Just keep it up. And you'll be able to eventually clear the entire room. Because remember what Red Eco does. It increases the range of all of your attacks. And if you run out, recharge, and keep on Beyblading. Now we're good. Now hold on, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Is there anything else of interest here? Nope, just a couple more platforming sections, and we're good to go. Okay, I was half thinking of something to come out of that section there. That's why I kept looking in that direction. But I was wrong. And with that, we got another power cell!
You finally come to rescue. Do you know how long I've been in here? What took you so long? What are your names?
I'm Daxter. He's Jak. He's with me.
Good job, Daxter. You're a real hero. You've got to stop Gaul from launching the robot. I'll use my eco power to help open the shield door.
Now I gotta say that the Red Sage is pretty freaking chill. Like, I really dig his personality. Alright, now hold on. Before we head down in that direction, I want to make absolutely sure there is nothing of interest. And I don't think there is. So we should be good from here. Alright, now we're good. So all we gotta do now at this point is climb up this long tower up here. Well, I shouldn't say tower, but like these long platforming steps here. You know, take your time going through it and you should be able to get through with no problem. And just wait for these rotating platforms to come around, or you can just jump up here because Jak will actually grab one of the ledges, and that could have been bad. Oh no. Oh no, that was poorly timed. Poorly timed. Get up there. Wow. Alright, you know what? There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, I'm going to move over here. Angle the camera the way I want it. And then we just gotta wait for these platforms to come around and jump up this rotating whatever you want to call it here. And then once we get to the top, we'll be able to seal every single collectible up to this point. Now, while that's slanted, you don't gotta worry about sliding off. Like, the game is not that dickish. Anyway, we're gonna go back here, get all the precursor orbs, come this way, secure the last scout fly, get ourselves another power cell. And if I hadn't done a playtest of this stage, you would have seen a trophy for getting all the scout flies, and I believe it's called Buzzed Out. Anyway, pick up the rest of these precursor orbs, and bam, all 2,000 of them in the entire game. And again, if it wasn't for playtest reasons, this would have come out as a, I believe it was called the Orbinator. So yeah, there's that. And guess what? We just got ourselves our last power cell in the game. At least I think it's the last. I hope it's the last one.
Good work, boys. You're real heroes now.
Oh.
I'll combine my green eco power with the other three.
The cutscene like it
stages,
was glitching
and
again.
Together we'll open the shield door surrounding the precursor robot.
Yeah, that sounds like a good start. And then after you guys open that shield...
Oh, yep, there we go. We got all the power cells. Nice.
Nothing, Daxter. We have to keep the shield open. It's up to you two to figure out how to destroy the robot.
Oh, great. I get to help the guy that turned me into a furball destroy the only person who can turn me back!
First, save the world. Then we'll try to convince Maul to help Daxter.
You're too late, Salos. Once I possess limitless Dark Eco, I will have the key to creation itself.
This is madness! Releasing that much Dark Eco will destroy everything we know. Just look what it's done to you.
It has given us a beauty beyond anything you could understand.
Beauty? Have you two looked in the mirror lately?
Just wait until we open the silos, little one. You think short and fuzzy is bad.
And to think, you two traveled all this way for my help. Fools! Enjoy your front row seats to the recreation of the world!
I mean, to be fair, Dark Eco did give him the ability to float. Oh, but then again, he's floating too, so that really doesn't matter. Ah, dang it. But anyway, it's now time for the last battle. Now, I can't remember for crap what the final boss fight does. I did not play test this at all, so we're gonna learn as we go, people. Alright, where he at, though? I see a bunch of crates over here. Alright, so I'm just gonna assume I have to step on this. Okay, that's where the actual fight is. And I see yellow eco on the ground, as well as green eco. I'm gonna try and leave that green eco alone as much as I possibly can. I'm just gonna assume I have to hit him with the yellow eco. Yeah, so far it's working. There we go. Oh, now what is he gonna do? Oh! Wait a minute. Something tells me I'm gonna want to jump, and so much for avoiding that green eco as much as I can. Okay, so when he does that, or when he or she does that, whoever's controlling it, will cause a large eruption where I have to use blue eco to escape. Now what is he trying to do? Oh, hello. Something tells me I'm gonna need to use yellow eco to kill them outright, because I get the feeling my melee attacks won't do anything. So let me hurry up and get some yellow eco and remain in good supply, otherwise I'm doomed. Alright, hold up, time to escape. I also noticed that as the fight goes on, the portal is opening up even more and more. So I need to be wary of that as well. Wait a minute, what's he doing? Oh, okay, red eco attacks. You know, these attacks that I'm seeing so far... Oh wait, I can actually shoot him with the yellow eco. Alright, alright. I know that now. I know that now. Like I said, we learn it as we go. But another thing I gotta point out about these red eco attacks is that they remind me of the red gun that we're gonna get in Jak II. Oops, I know. Talking way too far ahead of myself here. I really can't wait till we play that game. Like, that's like my favorite Jak and Daxter of all time. Like, hands down. Like, don't get me wrong, I love this game too, but Jak II for me is where it's at. Wait, was I too early? Okay, no, I was not. Alright, so now we're getting less foot room to work with here. What's going to be a next plan of attack? Oh, yellow eco attacks now. Alright, and it would be a buster shot. Oh. It's like I'm fighting Mega Man all of a sudden. Alright, move out of the way. Get some more yellow eco. Oof! Got hit there. Wait, wait, wait. You know, at least the shots don't home in on you. That would have sucked if they did. Alright, I'm gonna wait, I'm gonna wait, I'm gonna wait. Unlike mine that actually homes in on their targets. Alright, hold up. What's he gonna do now? Wait, wait, wait. Oh. Alright, never mind. I don't need to get blue eco.
Light eco! It does exist!
They must not be allowed to get it!
Light ego! That could be the stuff to chain me back! Or, it might stop that robot. Stay fuzzy, save the world. Choices. Okay, fine. We'll save the world. But do it quickly before I change my mind!
I love that he's a good sport about the whole thing. Alright, let's go get that yellow eco. Well, yellow eco. I meant to say white eco. Okay, here we go. Now, you might want to hurry up and collect it before the timer runs out. There is an invisible timer, and if you let it run out, you just die.
Do something!
And there we go. Fight's over. And just like that, they follow their own experiment. I love that dance that they do on the way back.
Well, it looks like I may have been too hard on you boys. You do have what it takes to be heroes.
But Daxter, now we can't change you back.
Don't worry about me, baby. You know what they say. Big things come in small packages.
Jak, you have an incredible talent for channeling eco. Samos, you may have been right about this one after all.
And Kira, without your help and ingenuity, none of this would have been possible. Perhaps we've found another sage now that Gaul and Maya are lost. Yes, Gaul and Maya. The Dark Eco probably destroyed them. Probably.
Ah, who cares? Bring 'em on! We can take 'em again, right, Jak? I said, right, Jak? Wow! Put it on ice, big guy!
Had more important things to take care of. But yeah, that's it, everybody. That is Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy. And I have to say that as the very first PS2 game that I've ever played, it still holds up pretty well to this day. Like, all the elements you've seen in this game are from Naughty Dog, And the fact that they're the same guys who gave us Crash Bandicoot definitely shows in this game as well. And like you could see that with how Jak's spin attack works, because I like to believe that it's kind of like, it's like a little bit like Crash Bandicoot's upgraded spin he gets out of Warp, and they just basically allow us to have that ability from the beginning. Well, at least half of it anyway. Because I know in Crash you have to like mash your spin button to get the full gliding effect. Whereas in Jak and Daxter, it happens automatically if you happen to be in the air. But with that being said, for a simplistic platformer like this, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, honestly. I mean, yes, the driving controls could definitely use a lot of work, but other than that, it's a really enjoyable platformer. It's a collectathon, much like your other platformers that you played in the past, like Mario, which I do need to play on this channel at some point, but I'm just not sure which Mario game I actually want to play. Like, don't get me wrong, that's gonna happen in the future. The plumber's coming. I just gotta figure out which. Aside from that, though, this was definitely one of Naughty Dog's first projects on the PS2, and it worked out really well for them. The game did manage to get, like, what was it? 3 other games by the same company after this one. I say 3 because while Jak Frontier is another entry in the series, that wasn't done by Naughty Dog. That was done by a completely different company. Their name escapes me at the moment as well. But the reasons why a lot of people don't really acknowledge that one, myself included, is because it's just poorly made. Now, whether or not I'll play that on here, that's up to debate. Personally, I kind of don't wanna, because I couldn't even get into that 4th game. Like, I tried, and I could never finish it because it's just that terrible. But that's a talk for another day. What's coming up next in the Jak series, I will say it takes a completely different dark tone right after this one. And yes, I am saying that with like full pun intention there, but it actually does take a darker tone. And you'll see that when we go ahead and jump into that series. One other thing I have to mention with the HD version is I think I might have figured out why the cutscenes go into that little glitchy thing that you saw there during the Green Egos, the Green Sages cutscene, I should say. And I believe that if you're getting a trophy awarded to you while a cutscene is playing, that's when it glitches out. Because I noticed that when I was playing, again, through the test footages, and I got my trophy awards, the cutscenes would like glitch a little bit. But when I didn't get them, it didn't do that. So if anybody can confirm that for me and point that out, that's great. But I honestly feel like that is the reason why the cutscenes glitched. But nevertheless, again, solid title. Would definitely play it again sometime in the future if I'm ever up for it. And it's by far the easiest game to 100%. Like, mad easy to 100%. Like, now that I think about it, it would be rather foolish to not 100% this game. So, if you ever want a game that can net you an easy platinum trophy if you really want it, or also a game that can easily, like, you can easily say that, oh yeah, I 100%ed this, no problem, and you can stack that away in your library for good, go right on ahead and pick this game up and play it. Like, it's really fun, really enjoyable, and also I love the dialogue that plays on between all the characters. They're fleshed out pretty well. And you know, that's what you have to do when you have a silent protagonist. Like, your characters have to project everything for that silent protagonist. Although I have to say that in 2 and 3, Jak ain't silent no more, and he's got a real good reason for that as well. But anyway, that's all I really need to say about the game. There is one more cutscene that'll play at the end of these credits here, so I'll chime back in. But until then, let's let the credits roll, and we'll see you guys at the cutscene. It actually just dawned on me that I could fast forward them. That's funny.
Holy yakko! What could that be?
Wow! It's an ancient precursor door. It looks like it will only open if we fill all 100 holes with power cells.
We're heroes, remember? We have 100 power cells.
Dang, that's a lot of power cell.
Wow! What is it?
It's so beautiful.
By the precursors.
And that's where it ends. They ain't gonna tell us what that is. Not until the next game. So, guys, once again, if you sat through this entire playthrough from start to finish and saw the episodes up to this point, I gotta thank you for watching all of them. I just want to point out that right now we're at like 50 plus subs, which is pretty freaking awesome. So again, I do thank you for your support in that matter as well. Keep in mind also that there will be more reviews that'll be coming up along the way. In fact, I plan on focusing on more reviews in the future. And for those who are wondering, Sonic Mania is continuing. I did not forget about the game. It's just that I wanted to wait until I get Mania Plus before I continue that so I can show off what the Plus version has to offer. Figured kill those birds with two stones instead of like playing through the game and then playing through it again because of extra content. But until then, everybody, I am your host, Too Elusive, and as always, play until your thumbs fall off. I'll see you guys in the next playthrough. Peace out, everyone.